bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the third round.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal of 33 yards.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
Now he's free at the 35.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Velus Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fighting fighting his way through contact.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Prescott.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll find Metcalf. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 12-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Third and 5.
Prescott to throw it. And he is caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Johnson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
We'll go 47. Then we'll go to 52. 26.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
Makes the score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
At the 50-yard line.
Now a first down, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 48-yard line.
Prescott now. And he completes it to Wilson. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
You look at this Bears defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Give. It's Warren.
And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Warren again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, now he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends as Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Prescott.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is well short. Well left to boot. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. So not only does the fumble recovery not turn into 6, it doesn't even turn into 3.
And they let him off the hook right there. You have to be able to capitalize on sudden change situations. So to go 3 plays and then miss a field goal, that's a huge disappointment.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Velus Jones
With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here's 2nd and 3.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Handoff for Warren.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf.
39 yards.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking to throw is Williams. This one swung out here to Jones.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
And got his man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Devin Duvernay.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because that...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On play action, Prescott going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the third quarter. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 3rd down,
misses. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To the air, Williams. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
An inside give to Jones.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
152 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. But a contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. Short throw to Smith. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Prescott off play action. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about a good open field tackle and held him to an okay game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of a Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to, he had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays, his numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
Right side complete. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. In motion right is Wilson. Here's Prescott.
Got his man. It's Warren.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turned it into a successful play.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Warren going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Steelers 29. Chris Boswell will kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
21-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's first and 10. That's to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes second down. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. On the run, it's Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
Here comes second down at 5. Now Prescott.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Steelers have won the game. So this one in the win column for